So it is finally here, the Dayan Tengyun V2. You guys keep asking me to look at this, so we're gonna save it for the end of the video. Just kidding, I'm excited too. What a nice box. Looks like we got some new technology. Hope it's good. So there's a lot of stuff going on here. There's magnet settings, core settings. Before we get into that, I just want to see if it's as quiet as the Tengyun, because that's one thing I really loved about it. I think the base volume is really similar, so that's good. It's just that this is more flexible and does a lot more of the bigger corner cuts, and that makes it really loud. Probably just really loose right now. All right, let's test corner cutting. So reverse goes a long amount. I remember the Tengyun being amazing at corner cutting. Okay, it doesn't cut there, then line to line on regular corner cutting. Yep, pretty good. It's really fast and probably a little too flexible right now. I'm probably gonna see what settings I can change to make this better. So let's see what we got in here. Okay, I have a bad feeling about this. I have 2 screwdrivers and this tool. I don't know what this does, and I have a bunch of springs. Seems like I have a lot of work ahead of me, but we'll try our best. Oh, this is just how to solve the cube. So we have adjustable magnets on the edge pieces using the flathead screw, and it's even hard to see from this close up, but you have to put it in there like this. And I would assume this is the magnet that touches the corner magnet. Yeah, so it's just the outermost magnet that we're actually using. And then there are very small numbers, 1, 2, and 3. So this is the order of how strong they are. So 1 is the strongest, just from the attraction I feel from the screwdriver. Okay, let's try changing this to the stronger magnet, 1. And the other side is now also on 1. If you turn counterclockwise here, you get to 1. And if you turn clockwise here, you get to 1 because they're on opposite sides and turn together. So I can't even just memorize which side goes stronger because it's going to be different depending on which side I'm turning. So that's a little annoying. I'll have to look at the numbers every time. Depending on the lighting, this number may or may not be hard to see, but it's big enough that I can see it, so I guess that's fine. Okay, let's take a look at what else we can do under the core. Oh my god, that's a lot of numbers. I thought cubing wasn't math related. All right, so this thing explains it all, and I'll just explain it to you guys. So you're gonna use this tiny little drinking glass to either change the inner settings or the outer settings. It's sort of hard to see now, but in person it's a lot easier to see. So if I take the smaller end and adjust the inside here, what I can do is, well, first of all, this is pointing at 0.6. So it goes from 0.6 up to 0.8 and then 1 and then 1.2. This is the centerpiece travel distance, so in other words, how loose it is. 0.6 means the smallest distance and 1.2 is the loosest because the greatest distance. So you can press the small end on here and push down and turn it. And I can't even see anything when I turn it, but eventually it should end up on another setting. Okay, so if you apply really loose pressure after getting to the bottom, then it'll just snap into place on the next one. So that makes it easier. All right, now for the outer settings, it goes 0 to 0.5, 1, 1.5. Those are for the springs, and the higher it is, the stronger the springs will be. If you have loose springs, the cube gets really flexible, and if you have tighter springs, the cube stays together better. So you use the large side of this tool, and again, you have to push down. So at first I was actually turning just like this, but if you just turn, you will actually turn the screw. So what you have to do is push down, turn in the direction you want, and then kind of let go a bit to let it pop back to the top, and then keep turning with light pressure, and eventually it snaps into the next setting. Then how you know which setting it's on is, see on the left and right here, there's these little arrows. They point to 0 right now. So right now it's on the loosest spring setting. My eyes hurt. So I just want you guys to remember that they also gave you a screwdriver because you can change this screw too. It's not just to remove the screw, it even says in here that this is something you can do to change the axis distances, which is I guess centerpiece travel control. It's a really similar description. So I think changing the inner settings for the centerpiece travel is like changing the screw, except it gives you a few settings while changing the screw gives you every possible setting. Theoretically, you have as many settings as you want for this, but I think this is too much because there are only a few good settings possible anyway. And they even say in the sheets that for the screw, you need it to be even on all sides. So I guess I'd try to get the screw even on every side by setting them all to the same centerpiece travel and then pulling here. And once I've made sure all the screws are even, or at least they look even, then I can go change the inner settings here for the centerpiece travel. And I don't like it because it's too complicated. So overall, I'm glad this has a customization system because the original Tengyun did not. But I think the way the system was designed is a little hard to use. Also, I think that these are extra springs because there aren't very many of them, and there's the 2 different types because apparently there's 2 different types of springs in there. And these are are probably different springs because they look slightly different from the ones in here. If I have to do all that that's already in there and worry about having different springs, I'm gonna lose it. So I'm not actually going to try these. As for the cube itself, like how it turns, I think it's less flimsy, more stable, and possibly could be faster and more controllable than the original Tengyun. As in, it could be any of these things depending on what settings you choose. So I think I see a lot of potential in this cube. I'm probably just gonna like play around with the settings a little bit, find something I'm okay with, and then just never touch that again. So stay tuned for another video about this. Okay, what is this doing here? Another J-Perm XS. I'm a pro at opening these now. Yeah. Oh yeah, I asked for a PVC coated GAN XS and also with the J-Perm logo just because I wanted another one. But I asked for it without the overlay stickers, so it's just the smooth coating on it. And I actually can't see much of a difference, but it does feel like slightly different. I think the grip is better because this is just kind of what I expect, but normally on the GAN cubes, they come with frosted plastic that is really slippery. I do think this is coated, but I don't think it makes as big of a difference as having the overlay stickers, so I think having the overlay stickers is better. So I guess this is just a reminder to get your J-Perm XS if you'd like. It's set up exactly the way I have mine set up, and it's my main. It's not my main for blindfolded because slice moves are harder, but it is my main for 3x3, and if you buy it, you can help to support my channel. All right, moving along. Next is the YJ Yoo-Hoo V2 Megaminx. Yoo-Hoo. Wow, this is an interesting design. I did expect the ridges because a lot of Megaminxes have these, as it's a really convex puzzle, so it's hard to hold unless you have something to hold on to. If you care about Megaminx, you'll be happy to know that this comes with extra pieces in here. And they're all black. Oh wait, no, that makes sense. Okay, so this is a stickerless cube, right? But the black pieces, they belong if you want to replace gray. Because I know a lot of people don't like recognition on gray, so black makes it a lot easier. Actually, that makes sense. At first I thought they messed up. So I'll do a few turns, but I don't really know what I'm talking about when it comes to Megaminx. You can actually go to my WCA profile and you can see the exact moment I quit Megaminx. So yeah, I'll just get this back to solved. If you actually want to know if this is good, I couldn't tell you. Just go look at somebody else's review. Next is the Easter Cube, or Spring Cube. I don't know what this is called. I'm always really excited for the seasonal cubes because they're always like an interesting new challenge. This is just one that happens to be a picture cube on one side, and it's a brand new color scheme, so it's a little weird to solve. Although this cube is just reminding me that it's supposed to be spring, but the government doesn't want me to go outside. Also, I don't have the right mat for this, so here's a winter mat. So white cube this time. Usually they come with a special colored cube to make it novel, but like, honestly, when's the last time I've seen a white cube? So we have pink in this purpley, I guess lavender, and white, yellow, green, blue, and pink again. Just kidding, there's only one pink. All right, so really close to regular colors, so actually this is probably just gonna be like a normal speed cube. So as usual, each of these comes with a sticker on top of all of them so that you can easily apply it to the cube. I've done this a few times before, but I always get air bubbles, so I'm definitely not very good at this. Okay, so it's always fine at this point, but I think it's when I peel this off that the stickers get to lift off a little bit, and then that's when the air bubbles show up. I don't know how to avoid that, but maybe if I just peel it off slower. Slow and steady. Okay, I was thinking that worked, but now some air bubbles are showing up, but I think it's still better than before. But if you have to go that slow, then the Speedcube shop employees need to get paid more. Okay, I guess I'll do yellow next. Oh, looking through the camera, I couldn't actually see that I put on one side. I got really confused for a second. So I'll put yellow on the opposite side for the color scheme to be right. Actually, I do that every time, but this time there's like no challenge to this cube, because with the love cube, every color looked the same, and the Halloween cube was hard because of the picture side. I'm gonna make this one hard by giving it a stupid color scheme. I'm gonna put yellow right next to white. If you're a real cuber, you might want to look away for this part. Ha ha ha, it cannot be undone now. I feel really evil for doing this, but this is just my own cube, so I'm kind of just messing with myself. Okay, see this happens a lot. So if the sticker starts to come up with the overlay tape, then just get it back down, and then get the tape like really folded, and then it'll keep the sticker down. Like that. So I found there seems to be fewer air bubbles when I keep my fingers on the ones that are peeling off of, because it just prevents the sticker from moving up and creating the air bubbles as I peel. All right, and we are done. So I put all the similar colors on the same sides. I think that's probably the best way to make this cube more difficult, and also it just looks kind of dumb from some sides now. But I made sure there was at least one side I could display it from, and I think it was this side is the one I like. Okay, as always, I'm now gonna try a solve on this. Oh wait, actually, yeah, this cube is not usable. Let's use some jack-o'-lantern lube because I have not mixed enough seasons together yet. A little bit, maybe one more side as well. Okay, lovely. Looks like a giant Easter egg. Okay, can't forget about the SCS sticker. Discount code JPerm. Actually, this might make the thumbnail picture less confusing. Just kidding, Halloween Matt. Okay, I already feel this is gonna be bad, but I'll try my best. I'll do White Cross. Wow, okay, so I saw these two next to each other, and okay, so what I normally do during the cross, I didn't realize I do this until just now. So this is green, and I saw a color next to it, and I'm like, okay, well, it's not blue, because blue goes to the opposite side, so this might be correct. Then I noticed the center colors go green and then not lavender, so I was like, oh, lavender to the left is correct, but it's not, because it's on the opposite side. Okay, I think I have cross +1 inspected, but I'm really not confident in this. Let's just go. All right, that worked. No, that didn't work, just kidding. That's not even correct. Sweet, that's F12, OLL, and... Okay, it's the other way. So yeah, for like U-perms, I usually use the color matching the sides here to recognize which way it goes, but they're all not what I can recognize. Okay, I'll try that again. So if I get a better case, in this case U-perm's not great because I have to look at the colors, but if I get a case where like I can not use color matching, then I think that would be a better case. Okay, I really like this hand scramble. There's a pair here, and the cross after U-prime is pretty much just R and D. So I think I should be able to plan this. Okay, let's go. Wow. Wow, that's lucky. Oh no, what did I do? Oh no, what a choke. Well, I mean, it's not bad. I did the wrong OLL, or, I mean, I don't know, I think I did the wrong OLL, but then I ended up with a ZBLL, so it all worked out. That was crazy. That was actually like a perfectly normal F2L into oops method for last layer. So everything in this video is linked in the description. Remember to use the discount code JPerm, and stay tuned for a Tengyun V2 review. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.